What up? Jeff here with all my Bitcoin Renegades tonight. I'm going to be changing the schedule on live streams. On the weekday, it's too hard for me to do the early ones, but I don't want to forget about my people across the pond and over in Asia and all of you guys there. So what I think I'm going to do is if I'm able to do those early morning live streams, which early morning for me is anything before noon. um, I'm going to be doing them on Saturday. So I always have done four live streams a week. Now I'm just going to add an extra one on Saturday. That way we can, it'll be a day off for everybody anyway. And so those people who work during the week can also participate in the Saturday morning live stream. It'll work, I think, better for everybody. I can get up early on the weekend. It's not as much of a hassle for me doing everything else. And then we can get those live streams for everybody. So that's where we're heading with that. Let me just get this set up for the chat. All right. So what we're going to talk about tonight is the major blast off that we just had. I was kind of calling a rebound at Bitcoin at either 18.5 or if we did, go all the way down to 17.5, I thought that was going to be it. And fortunately, we were able to bounce off of that 18,500 and go right back to 21. I looked at the charts today and we were just way back up. So that's really good for ICP. And we're going to go in and look at the price of that. Plus, we're going to go in and look at a couple of different apps or dApps on the internet computer that are doing really good right now and that you can make money staking NFTs. And we're going to also go and look at the prices of ICP tokens because the charts are out now. So we got an amazing jam-packed episode. You're going to want to stay till the end for all of that. We're also going to look at Bitcoin just a little bit to see where it's going as it pertains to ICP. So for sure, let's get it going. It was nice watching that pump today, wasn't it? It was good to see that because, we've been holding that $6 strong, and that right there in itself is kind of, making us in a better mood as that is, but also seeing it sustain a breakout now. And what we're seeing right here, right away on the chart, is the 9 is coming above the 21 moving average on the exponential moving average, which means this is a golden cross right here on a small level. So this indicates a reversal, which is we see right here. When it went under it right here, we were in this, kind of bad area. And then we went back above it right here. See the whole time above it here. We were good. Boom. And so we're in that kind of breakout type situation right now. And the RSI, we broke out of the simple moving average on that. So what I want to see now is where we sit with this. Let's go. I guess we could go all the way there, but I'm going to go right to here. So we went right up and touched the 0.236, got wicked above it right there, and then that's where we sustained a breakout here now, which our next area of resistance is like right around 740, and then we have a lot of this. But what I'm talking about is this $10 range. And look right where this 1618 is. This is the $10 breakout that I'm talking about. And you can see it right here on the fib retracement. This is the golden ratio right here, the 1618. So if we do get a breakout, we will go above that $10 level. And if we can sustain this area as support all the way from 895 all the way to about 1050, then we're going to be good to go for the foreseeable future. So that is looking good to me. Now, if we do have a pullback, then we could end up, going to these previous resistance levels that we broke out of here right at about 671. So we're going to be staying like right in between 671 and I would say about 750 for right now. And then if we do get another breakout, let's actually look at some bigger moving averages here. I want to see the 50. And we're going to look at other stuff besides TA today too. But this is a big breakout right here on the EMA 50. If we can get the EMA 9 back above this EMA 50, it is in the trajectory to do that. That would mean continued bullish momentum, and we want to see that. So now let's go look at the 100. I'm not 100% sure no pun intended, if we're going to break out of the 100 or not. Yeah, so this one's going to be where we need to break out. This is where we got rejected up here, and it started kind of this whole downward trend. Now we are in an upward trend, and the trend's your friend till the end, so don't forget that. And if we can ride this trend all the way back up to 790 and break that out, that would mean future bullish momentum, and we will go and test that $10 level, which I am thinking that the 200 is going to be right somewhere around there. Okay, it's way higher than that. It's at about 13. So if we do break out of 10, since we've been down for so long, this used to be up at 16. So this being at 1320 would be our big resistance if we do get like some monumental breakout. But I wouldn't be looking for that until we do break that golden ratio level, the 1618, which let's bring that out so we can remember that price from here to there, which is going to be right up at 1050, right? So right around 1050 is the area. If we break out to, then we will run into a little bit of an issue at this $13 for a prolonged breakout. So that's what I would like to see on the bullish side of things, right? So I'm going to definitely look at smaller time frames now. But let's come back to this. I kind of want to kind of jump in and out of TA to make it a little funner. So this is called Canister app, and you can buy it. This is like an NFT marketplace over here. You can come over here and buy your NFTs and interact with your favorite NFT projects over here. And you can buy, you got Poke Bots over here, IC Punks, Definity Gang, Motoko Daydrop. You got just a whole bunch. IG, Definity OG Monkey. I think they're coming out with a token as well. Reject humanity, return to monkey. You got your chronic critters over here. Those are classic. You got your Starverse, which don't be confused with Starfish. That's different. You got your Eth Flower over here. That's huge. I think the floor of that is like 93 now. When I bought, the floor was like 75, and now it's all the way up to 93. So don't sleep on those Ethereum flowers or the Bitcoin flower, because that was just floor price of 250, and now the floor price is all the way up to like 310 or something like that. Do they have Bitcoin flower on here? They got a ton of them. I didn't know they had this many over here. Wow. This is a legit marketplace. Oh, yeah, they do. They got Bitcoin flower over here, too. So this is legit. I see emojis over here. No way. Okay. I thought I see emojis kind of fizzled out, but maybe they'll have a comeback, too. I'd like to see that. Wild West. Okay. They got a ton of stuff. You got to check it all out. But then you go over here to the staking portion. And if you go in the marketplace right here and you buy Kanic NFT cards, we talked about this for a minute on the show before, but they have a floor price of $7.99 right now. It was actually a little bit smaller earlier. And you can either get your Citizen tier, your Pioneer tier, and Legendary, but then you can go over here and you can stake your Kanic NFT card to actually earn the X Kanic token, which is right here. And this is the chart for the X Kanic token, which is pretty cool. It has a total volume of 14,000, total trading volume 24 hours, 381, 7-day trading volume 16,000. But look at this chart. That looks like a bull flag, like a straight up bull flag. That'd be cool if it was. And it just decided to break out and go way up again. I hold Kanic. I'm actually holding as many of these IC tokens as possible. I don't know. Even if I have to sell some, I'm going to buy more next month when I can, because I want to get a ton of these tokens, especially at these cheap prices right here. So you'll be able to earn these X Kanic, and then you can buy and sell them on ICP Swap. You can actually stake them as well on ICP Swap. Let's see if I have that. Yeah. Over here in the staking pool, you can stake them. So you can get, this is what I'm trying to say. You can get your Kanic NFT cards, stake them over here, get your X Kanic over here, then go over here and stake your X Kanic token that you just got from staking your NFTs over here in another staking pool and get double the rewards for your XKNIC. Yeah, I mean, isn't that like a win-win right there? You're staking your XKNIC NFT, then it gives you XKNIC, and you go over here and stake your XKNIC for more XKNIC. So as you see, I have about 3,000 over here. I am actually debating. Well, I can't do it right now, but eventually I want to buy some NFTs from here. So hopefully they'll be around next month too. But let's see here. You can also stake your 2D Dream Whale in 2 days, 12 hours, and 48 minutes. And also your 3D Dream Whale is also. And then you'll be able to do the same thing, get your whale tokens, and then go over here and stake your whale tokens and get even more whale tokens, right? So I want to harvest this because I'm already at 4,000. So I'll do that later. And then I'm at 7,000 over here for Ghost. So I'd like to see more of these options for like Ghost, for NDP, because those are the ones we're going to be looking at to, hey, we can earn rewards and we can earn more rewards and we can stake it here and get that. And that is how it's going to bring value to the people and reward them. This is what we look for. Me being a user of these services in that aspect, right? So let's go back to the internet computer price for a second. Let's go to this 4 hour. I kind of want to mix it up and kind of go back and forth, but look at this 4 hour right here. I like to keep the excitement level pretty high. So this is pretty awesome. You know, we have this resistance, clear resistance over here that we've been facing for quite some time, ever since this breakout down over here, right? And when you get in a level like that, it's kind of like being in a rut in your life. You just kind of need to get out of the rut with a blast off. And that's kind of what this is like just a major blast off in events that led us to a pretty good $7 breakout. And this could actually bring us to some higher levels. Now let's get these moving averages down to like the 50 and the 20, because we're above the 200 and the 100, and those are key levels to be above, like on the daily. But on the smaller time frames, smaller moving averages are actually the more relevant moving averages, and in the daily, it's actually the longer ones. So just to make that clear to you guys, if you didn't know that. So we're actually even above the 50, and it looks like the 50 is going over the 100, which is super bullish right here. And that would mean that we're going to have bullish momentum now. But if we can get the 50 to go over the 200, now let's look at that, because that's a legit golden cross right there. If we can get this 50 over the 200, yeah. So if we can get this up to about 677 on the 50, then that will be a legit golden cross. But it is on the 4 hour. So I like it with the 50 and the 100. Since it's only on the 4 hour. If this was on the daily and it was the 50 and the 200, that would have been 100% the legit golden cross, which is bullish. But this is still bullish right here. Having the 50 go over the 100, this is another bullish signal along with all the volume. Let's see how much volume ICP has right now. Look at that. Almost double the daily volume. So if you follow ICP every day, like even on a bad day, they sit at about 50 million in volume. I've noticed anywhere from 45 to about 60. So I say like about 50, 55 million a day on average. So when we see the volume go all the way up to 91 million, that more almost doubles it, right? So it's almost 100% more. And that's what we like to see when the volume comes up like this during a breakout. Bitcoin goes up. This is the whales being very strategic again when they're putting their money into ICP. They're riding these waves perfectly almost. We almost have a $2 billion market cap again as well. And that is because of stuff like XKNIC, right? And we also have our, let's see, this is the NDP chart, if I'm correct. Yep, this is NDP. And this looks like a pretty legit time to buy NDP because look at the drop that it had from when it was listed up here at 2 cents. It went all the way down and even wicked down to almost a penny, and then had a nice recovery right here. And it looks like a continued recovery with some resistance right up here at about 1.3. So if this goes down a little bit more, this might be a really good entry point. Not financial advice, guys, but this is when I would start to think about getting into a position. The Bears got control of it up here. So I would wait and see if the Bulls get back in control of NDP again. And then when I see that point where I think it's going to flip, that's when I'd want to, get in. That's not going to work, a lot of the times. But as long as you believe in a certain level in a crypto, especially when it's down this far, it's always risky, but you could find a good entry point down here. So that's all I'm saying on that. And then we have our favorite one over here, and I'm a little bit. I don't really like to say our favorite, but I'm not gonna lie, man. We love our ghost token, man. I just love this crypto. I haven't really sold it, even though I could have made a nice chunk of profit already. I think the potential for this crypto is at least 10x where we are right now, at least. So I'm not going to sell it at these low levels. I'm just accumulating more and more and more. And I could ride up and I could make a couple $100 real quick, but I think there's more money to be made here. If you do it right. Yeah, I could buy more and then let it go down and buy more. I think there's a big pump coming, and I don't want to get caught in that. Oh man, I just sold out. Now it's going to the moon. Like I don't want to deal with the added stress. So I'm just picking up when it goes to certain levels, and then boom, if it does pump, and I have to sell, which actually that might happen, then I might take profit. But for now, I'm just stacking it up as much as I possibly can, because this thing is just so undervalued right now. Eating another zero is not off the table in the near term, like in the next month or so. Like when this starts to hit, especially when people are putting money in the market again, this thing is this is the this is the most fire best token out there. I was trying to say both of those at the same time, but as you see, one wrapped ICP now is 42,750 ghost. So this is actually a pretty good time to buy where wrapped ICP is compared to one ghost, right? Or one wrapped ICP. So that's actually a good level to buy anywhere in the 40,000s, not financial advice, common sense, right? I've seen this down into the 20,000s before as well. So now let's go back to the internet computer and look at the 1 hour now. I know we're kind of bouncing all over the place, but that's just to keep it fresh. Keep it fresh, baby. Yeah, I mean, the charts are speaking for themselves today, right? I mean, this is definitely where we want to be in the near term for sure. So, as you see on the 1 hour, we are getting up pretty oversold here in the short term. And that's why I think we definitely are going to have to reset. I didn't know we were that far up on the RSI. Anything over 70 is oversold, which means now there's selling pressure on the market. And so, yeah, let's go to the 30-minute. All right, it isn't so bad on the 30-minute, so I wouldn't worry too bad. We could even sustain a little bit higher of movement, but I would like to see this pressure let off a little bit. I don't know. It's kind of a double-edged sword right there because we want to stay above the simple moving average on all of the time frames if we can't help it, but we might have to actually just go back and reset and then go from there because we got our wires crossed right here with this going above, and we could catch support, and the simple moving average could move down a little bit, but I'm seeing a reversal happening, at least in the short term, just by the RSI and where we're at. So if you look here, we had a couple ascending triangles, which you see this one right here, and it broke out to the upside, and this is just bullish momentum. And then here, we actually just have another breakout of an ascending triangle. So we can keep going. I know I said that was just off the RSI, though. We could keep going all the way up into this area. That is possible. But let's look at the 4 hour. Yeah, we're just oversold right now. They have to reset. I mean, there's nothing that they can do. That's at 75. I mean, and this doesn't even look legit right there. So that's only on the 1 hour. And unfortunately, this makes it look like a rising wedge over here. Yeah, I don't know. That almost looks like a symmetrical triangle. I don't know what this is actually. That's kind of a wonky little pattern here. Yeah, I'd say that's a rising wedge, guys. I really would. That's actually a bearish reversal pattern. And maybe we did go up too fast, but that's on the 4 hour right there, right? And I wouldn't take this as a real detrimental pattern, but I'd keep it in mind. If we do start to reverse, this is why. Let's move those. Yeah, and the cool thing is we do have support right here in case we do break down from this level even more to right there. So we could, that's in the same area that we were talking about on the daily, between about 680 and the 750. So this, if we can stay in this area, we're still good. And we could actually form another ascending triangle and keep going. So that's where I sit on that. Now, Ghost, let's look at Bitcoin a little bit right now because this is really going to decide where we're going to go from here in the macro aspect. Because ICP on its own accord is looking really good, except for a possible rising wedge right here. And that is just really wonky. I wouldn't even call that a legit rising wedge, guys. So I wouldn't worry about that. It looks more like an ascending triangle breakout kind of retest more than anything else to me there. So don't worry about that. So I think we're looking good on ICP. Now we are hitting some previous resistance on Bitcoin right now and at the 21.5. So that is why we are actually not going further up and even touching like 24 here. That is going to be another situation where we're going to have to kind of go break out, go sideways, establish a support level, and then kind of break out from there. Or, we have another sideways action and then a breakout. I don't see us going down and retesting these levels again. I think what we had was a breakdown, kind of like a reversal testing, kind of fake out, boom, another testing of this low level. And then I think we're going to test this 24 level again. And we could possibly break it this time. And that's what I'm talking about. The same with ICP. If we go back to the daily, these could be really good things. We go up, we break out of this resistance level that we've been having all the way up to 796. And then we even go up to that golden ratio at, let's just put this line up here because I don't want to keep having to make that. If you watch earlier, I had the Fibonacci 1.618 right here at the 1050 level. So this is going to be kind of the same thing. If Bitcoin goes up and touches this $24,000 level and breaks out from there, then we will definitely have a breakout and go up and touch this 1618. We could even go up and touch this even if it gets rejected at 24. So Internet Computer has a bright future technically right now. It's technically competent. The dApps that are being built on here, they're even having their own TA that you can do on them pretty soon. Like this is just brand new, so you can't really do a lot with this. But that looks like a bull flag to me. This looks like a good time to buy on a reversal. And Ghost Token is just fire. You can tell that people love this crypto right here just by this chart. Look at that. It went way up and it had like, people sell out. And then they're like, oh yeah, as soon as these people sell out, we are buying in. And you can see the wave of people that are coming into Ghost Token. Like you can see it's like a holiday shop opened and everybody's at the door rushing to get in at these low holiday prices. That's what and just the color red and green kind of reminded me of Christmas. So that's what I was thinking right here. I'm like, oh man, it's like a holiday sale for Ghost Tokens, man. So I see this going down. You won't be able to get it at 40,000 for much longer. That's my Ghost Token prediction. You'll be lucky to get it for 20,000 here soon. So it's at 42,720 right now. Let's look at the volume. This is going to be the volume for the last week or so. The third, a little bit of volume, nice amount. The fourth, crazy amounts of volume. 17,000 that day, 35,000 that day, 32,000 that day, back to 15,000. Yesterday had 20,000, and that's why we're up in price again. It is down a little bit from yesterday, 90. Like it was probably 720, but we just started the day, and we're already at $380. But yesterday, I guess at this time it was 760. So, and you can just swap from here, add liquidity. That's so cool. So if you want to get to here, go to this console on the regular one. You go right here, go to info. And then when this comes up, you go to the three dots again and you go to swap tokens. And then you'll pick whatever token you want to look at the chart. Let's say whale. And then boom, it'll have the volume, which is nice. $919 today. That's even more than Ghost token already. And this is whale. And then you can look at the price. And as you see, whale token went to a nice blast off. Look at that. Boom. And then it had a good recovery right here. And now it's down a little bit. So this might be like a good buying opportunity. Not financial advice, but hey, it's only at 395,000 per whale. I was getting it for like 460 and a lot higher. So you're going to want to get it before, it's like $1 a piece. No, just kidding on that one. But when people say Dogecoin, Shiba Inu to $1, hey, I can say it about whale, right? So, and then you can look at all of this stuff here. 7-day trading volume, 29,000, which I think it's more than that. Let's see. Yeah, 12,000, 14, that's 26,000, 36,000, 41,000, 61,000, 68,000, 69,000. Yeah, we're at like 70,000 in the last 7 days. So maybe that's the average. That could be the average 7-day trading volume. Now no, because we never hit 29K. So I don't know what that means. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I'm lost on that. I mean, if you guys know, let me know in the comments. Do you know why it says that? Oh, you guys are here. Justin made it, man. Thank you, dude. Right on. 14 hours of work, and then you come over here. Yeah, you're getting a bonus, bro. For real. 181K for whale? Wow. It is. So let's go to the comments for a minute because people are saying some good stuff. Don't let me forget to add that back to the stream, though. So we have a couple comments that I wanted to recognize over here. Justin, for one, shout out to my moderator. After a massive sale and a big day at work, he came over here to moderate my content, man. Thanks, brother. I really appreciate that. Solstice says that they were waiting for a nice pump today, or watching the nice pump today. Yeah, so I was too. I was watching that like crazy, man. I couldn't believe it. I wanted it to keep going. What's up, Dead Man? We got Dead Man in the house. Ghost, 1000x, but easy. I mean, and I'm realistic. 10x could be in the next week or so. Like, maybe not, but hey, I mean, if we're in a bull run, I would say, yeah, we're 10x in the next week. But Ghost is burning. So that is something we need to talk about as well. For every transaction, I guess there is a one Ghost transaction fee, but they're going to burn it. So just make a bunch of Ghost transactions. No. So every time we harvest, that's a transaction. Every time we stake, every time we take it out, that's a transaction. So one Ghost token burns. Market cap 181,000 for whale. Okay. So that's Meta Owl in the house. Shout out Meta Owl. Check him out on District over there. He's got a huge following on District. That's what I'm saying. If you guys haven't followed him over there, he will have a lot of the ICP insight. And you're going to want to join our Telegram group because Dead Man Walking, like I do a lot of content videos, but he is like my, I don't even know what you call it, like my ace in my sleeve. and he's always over on Telegram with the fire. Like the he's got his ear to the ground. He always shares good stuff in our Telegram group. We need to grow that group with more active people. If it was on the internet computer blockchain, I'd just reward you guys. But let's generically and organically grow that group for people who want to talk about stuff like XK staking, whale staking, NFTs, like stuff like that. Those are the things of value that you can find in our Telegram group. And I want to shout out Dead Man Walking for that because he pushes me to do that more, and he always has some fire stuff. So shout out to him for that for sure. And he's also saying that Whale is another 1000x potential project. They are going to be on the, oh, this is huge news that he put in the Telegram group earlier. And that's what I'm saying. Join that group. It is in the description of every single video of mine. Whale is another 1000x potential project. They are going to be on the Cosmos ecosystem along with ICP's ecosystem. Now, cross-chain collaboration is a number one focus, or should be, for the internet computer ecosystem. Now, grabbing these other blockchains, but integrating them with the ICP system because it works better than the other systems. So that's just my take on it. So, oh, and Meta Owl shouts out our moderator and says, "Thank you, Justin. I'm glad the community appreciates the support of our moderators as well, because we've been like kind of attacked by bots before, nasty people, and they've kind of kept them at bay. So yes, we definitely shout out our moderators around here. So thank you, Justin, again. OGY is another fire one that I do want to talk about Sonic Exchange a lot more. I think we would talk about them more if they had staking features. These are the things that we want to see. The masses, not just me, not just the people here already. I'm talking about the people we don't have. Those are what they want. That's how we can bring them in. These staking features, stake NFTs, stake tokens. Those are the things we want. We want passive income. We want legit projects. And we want projects that if they take a hit, they can come back. And that's what we're seeing lately. So I just think people want more of it. More. That's all I'm saying. More of what you're doing. More of it. So $393 per whale per ICP right now. And I was just getting them for over 400K. So that means whatever I bought is now worth more. So the less whale you get per ICP, the more you're making on your holdings, and the more you'll have to pay if you want to get in. And we got fake news here. Fake news. That name gets me every time. I just imagine like some little kid on the street corner. Fake news. We got your fake news. Go stand in front of Coin Bureau's channel. No. I mean, I think he might have came on board about ICP, but we'll never let that down, buddy. You'll be known for that video for life. Okay. So I want to take one last look at like ICP Swap, Sonic, and maybe just a couple more marketplaces. Come check out canister.app. If I remember, I will link this in the description. Actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to link it right now in the comments so that you guys can come over here and check these places out. And you can stake your NFTs. And if you don't have any, you can actually buy it in the same place that you want to stake it at. So there's canister.app. I'm going to leave a link for ICP swap over here. Let's do the ICP app. Actually, I'll do not the app. Let's let you go to the app. This is just the original launch pad for it. So you don't have to trust anything. You can just go over there. That's the canister for ICP swap. So the first one, can I edit that? Oh, dang it. The first one is going to be canister. This one, let me put it up here. That's canister app. That's where the NFT marketplace is going to be. And this second one is ICP swap. That's the user interface, and then you launch the app from there. And then I think that's about it for those. But I do want to go and look at Sonic before we go and take a look at OGY and see. They do have NDP over there. I think they might have launched Whale token over here. So let's take a look at this one. I'll also send you the link for Sonic as well, so you can just get right over there if you need to. Paste. Boom, and then there's Sonic too. So you guys can go to all your different um, ICP DeFi stuff. So makes it easier. So wrapped ICP, and then let's see what we have. We got OGY, which is actually the OG. That's kind of cool that it's OGY because it's the OG of Sonic. It was like the original one that you can get. Let's see, how do I go down here? Okay, and then we got XKNIC over here. We go NDP, that's right. And I still have 2K NDP tokens that need to be staked somewhere. Steve, hey, let's get some staking. I keep teasing him about that. We need staking for NDP, man. Like your starfish, let's get that. Like imagine if we could go over here and you see upcoming starfish NFT staking, or maybe even not on Canister, but on ICP IC Market, and they could do the same kind of thing over here and have their starfish NFTs earn NDP tokens, and then let us take our NDP token over here to ICP swap and stake our NDP too. And then you get people excited about it and want to do it, and boom, the project makes a lot of money. So that's what I'd recommend for other projects, not just NDP. OGY2, XKNIC is already doing it, and they're doing really well. So I'd like to see Box Token do it. I'd like to see a lot of these different projects. Let's see if we can find Whale Token. I thought I heard. Nope, no Whale Token yet. No Whale Token over here. But you can do OGY. Now let's see how many OGY per wrapped ICP right now. Let's see if I can find the. Oh my goodness. There we go. Okay. There we go. So one wrapped ICP is 323. So let's see. I bought about $40 worth and I got 1,300. I would have got a lot more now. So yeah, the price went down. That's good. This is probably a good place to buy OGY. I'd like to see like a chart on it, but just remember for any of these tokens you're swapping, get a journal or like a notebook or something and write down how many of the token per wrapped ICP, because that's what matters the most. Like, so say ICP goes way, way, way up, right? That is going to give you more buying power with ICP, so you would get more OGY for it. So if it goes up and OGY stays the same, you're going to be able to trade your OGY for less ICP or buy more OGY with your ICP. So you're going to want to kind of know where ICP sits to how many of the token that you're going to buy. Like, so even if Ghost token is going up, but ICP is going up, you're going to get right around the same amount of ICP per Ghost token, right? Because they're both going up. So what you want is you want one of them to go up and the other one to go down to make more money like that. But I think holding both of these, this is where it comes in. You don't want to just put all of your money just in tokens. You're also going to want to hold ICP as well. Not financial advice. I'm just telling you how it'll work. So if you have 100 ICP, right? Let's just go talk for a minute. If you have like 100 ICP, don't put all 100 of your ICP into tokens if you don't have any more ICP, is what I'm saying. Because what you could do is you might have made money, but now you only have 48 ICP because of the way it trades. Like you made like $100, but you're missing 2 ICP from your trade. So be careful in those kind of trades that you're trying to make with ICP, trying to beat the market with the ghost tokens or whatever. Get a certain amount and get a dollar value for that certain amount. Say if you have 50 ICP, it's worth this dollar of value right now. What I want to do is raise this dollar value higher. Okay, yes, you want to get more ICP. That is also a good goal to have. So either one, if you want to get more ICP or more dollar value, concentrate on one of those aspects. Don't try to be like, well, I'm going to get more ICP and more dollar value. That's going to be a harder thing to do, trying to get both of those. But if you say, okay, I want to turn 50 ICP into 60. Then keep that goal. But if you're down in the money part, don't be like, okay, now I'm going to stop what I'm doing because the monetary value. Actually, no, you'd easily get to your goal more if the monetary value goes down. So pick one. If you want to make like, okay, I want to turn this $50 into 60, then keep with that until you turn your 50 to 60, right? Or if you want to turn 10 ICP into 12 ICP, stick with that. All I'm saying is pick a lane, right? And then you'll have a better time. And don't put all of your money into the tokens. Yeah, ICP is the basis. Like say Ethereum, and it isn't so much with Ethereum now that it's a juggernaut, and ICP will be that way one day. But you don't look at like say Shiba Inu because it's on the Ethereum blockchain and be like, well, I have to own Ethereum, to own Shiba Inu, right? Well, if you're buying a token on the Ethereum blockchain, that helps the value of that token, whether you mean to or not. So what I'm saying is when you hold ICP and you hold these ghost tokens, or whatever other NDP, whale, all of these tokens are bringing value to the ICP. So if you believe in the tokens, it's only going to make the price of ICP go higher too in the long run. So it's kind of like a win-win when it comes to holding tokens versus holding ICP. You can get more ICP with your tokens, or you can get more cash with the value. And so that's something I don't really worry about right now, unless I need to make a quick trade or buy something, out of my tokens. I don't worry about the cash value as much as how many of those cryptos I can acquire at a certain price, right? Because then you have an average price that's higher than if you're just like, okay, I think this is a good price, I'm going to buy in. Well, if you put all your $1,000 in at one price, you're locked in right there. So just be strategic is what I'm saying. And if you're holding ICP tokens like Ghost, then why not hold the token of value ICP, right? That's all I was trying to get out there. Let's see, back to the chat. So a 5x. Okay, so he was talking OGY market cap is 200 million. Now, if we 5x in price to 1 billion market cap, that's a huge market cap. 200 million for a low cap gem, geez. And so we could get all the way to 1 billion. Are you sure you mean 200 million? Let's go look at that. You might be right. Hold on. Let me share my screen again. Let's go look at OGY because you can actually look at OGY. I almost forgot about that. I'm like, oh, there's nowhere to look at OGY. Duh. There actually is. Right here. So let's look at that market cap. Oh, you're talking about the fully diluted market cap. Okay, so that's if all the tokens were on. So that's a little bit different than the regular market cap. But that does, it can't 5x. So there's no way that what you're saying is possible. I wish it was. Darn it, you had my hopes up. So what we need is for the price to go up compared to how many are out there, and it doesn't tell us how many are out in circulation right now, or any of that. So we only if all of the tokens were out there, this is the price that it would be. So if the price 5x, yes, the fully diluted market cap actually 4x. If it 4x from here, the price, which would mean if it went to almost 12 cents, then yes, this could be at 1 billion market cap. You're right. But we don't have the actual market cap. We only have this one. So it's a little bit harder to understand when it comes to those things if we don't have all the information. So, we can't do a candle chart yet either, though. So we do have a line chart, which is it's okay. Let's see how far back it goes. Yeah, so at least we have a candle chart, or a line chart, because this kind of shows you the trajectory and the good buy-in price times, right? So anytime we kind of dip down here, this seems to be a good time to buy, like right around 2.5 cents, and then it kind of goes up to that 3-cent range. The only thing I'm worried about, it keeps bouncing off of this level right here, and I can even see it in the price chart. This looks like this level is going to break. more than Breakout because we're not going up to test any real higher levels, but we do keep beating on this floor right here, beating on it just, and that makes me think that it's going to go down. So I would put a buy-in order probably somewhere down here at 2.4 or 2.5 because this looks like the legit level that we would go to if that did break down. Let's see where this goes. Yeah, like 2.6 right here. So I would think if it broke down, it would go to like 2.4 or 2.5. So I would put a buy order in at like 2.45, honestly. And I would be comfortable with sitting in that area for the long term. But right now, this is not a good time to buy, in my opinion. Even though I like this project, I wouldn't be buying it right this very second. I would wait for an actual dump in the market before I would. Now, if I was dollar cost averaging and already had a bunch of good buy orders in, this might not be a bad price to add a little more liquidity into my portfolio, a little bit more tokens, I should say, into my portfolio. But for like a first time purchase, I would wait until we had a nice dump on that. So, and I would probably want to get about 350 to about 400 per wrapped ICP. So that's what I would want to look for is when this says about 400. And that could happen if ICP goes to $10. You could end up being able to get 400 even if the price of OGY stays the same. So that's why I was telling you guys pick a lane because you could end up using it's kind of like arbitrage a little bit between the prices of ICP and OGY. You could use the value between those. So those are the things that I look at when I make these trades is like, okay, if I bought in at 400, now I'm getting in at 300, my average price is 350. So you want to pick and choose where to get in. It's really cool. So yeah, and if it goes down bad, like he's saying right here, when it goes down, those are the good times to really get in. Yeah, so us going to $1 billion probably isn't going to do it. Nobody is in crypto for small gains like that. Yeah. So big gains like are what we're hoping to get in the ghost token. That's why I could have made 100 or 200 bucks, but I'm not trying to make 100. I'm trying to make that $2,000. I'm trying to make that $3,000 trade off of these tokens. And it's possible right now, even actually with these little movements, if you have more money in the game, you could have made a nice profit already. But I'm talking like I could see Ghost Token going 100x from where we're at right now. And my $400, what is 400 times 100? I could do it in my head real quick, but I don't want to think about math right now. 400 times 100. That's $40,000. So legitimately, I could make a $40,000 gain, or it'd be like 37,000 or 39,200 because I've only put 200 bucks in the game, and then I got more ghost tokens by accumulating. So I could make a $39,000 profit if we 100x from where we're at. And let's go look if that's possible with the market cap, and it is. I've already looked at this. That's why I said that. But ghost token right here. So if we look at the complete and total market cap of Ghost, I don't think we can see it right here. Actually, let's go. Yeah, let's just go to my wallet. Let's do it this way. And then Ghost. And then we can see what the market cap is for this right now. Yes, look at this. We're at 22,000. Hold on. Can you see this? Okay, good. I'm like, hey, look at this. The market cap. Gosh dang it. Oh, right here. So we have 22,000 holders, but the market cap right now is 1.66 million. So if we 100x from this point right here, this would only be at $166 million, which that isn't even the complete diluted, fully diluted market cap of Origin Foundation, which is $279 million, right? So let me get rid of a bunch of these other ones so that I quit. Okay, now there's only the one. So if we could 100x from here without an issue with our market cap the way it is right now. So these things are possible for these tokens, and 100x is not just a little bit of money. So am I going to sell my ghost token when it 3x's right now? No. I've seen it 3x 5 or 6 different times. Am I going to sell my ghost token when it 50 to 100x's? Maybe. Like, I really think it has a potential for 1,000x, but I'm not stupid, right? If it 50x's or like 88x's, I think I'm going to at least take my profit off of the table and then have my moon bags go from there. But you know what I mean? There's a real chance that we could 500x, those real things. So if OGY can't 5x, how will ICP? Well, so the only thing I'm saying is the price would have to go up 5x. We need a legit market cap. That's all. I didn't say it couldn't do it. I absolutely believe that OGY can 5x from here. Easy. I'm just saying that we need an actual market cap to determine how much that value would be. So the fully diluted market cap, yes, it could go 5x to $1 billion. Easy. We just need more adoption, more time. And that's all it takes. And the cross collaborations with these projects to different chains is how we do it. 40K. What are you saying, 40K? Oh, you were telling me, yep, the amount. You're right. Man, this is my math guy, too. He's my phone guy and my math guy. It's overvalued, like 200, and whale might be undervalued. So you could make that argument, and I like to have somebody on the other side of it. I don't think OGY is overvalued because of the amount of tokens that it has, but I do agree that whale token is undervalued. The reason is, look what OGY does. Now, as a token, as us buying to make money real quick, it might be overvalued for the price, right? But for what it does, it authenticates real world jewelry and art for these millionaire people. That is, I mean, you need that if you're a millionaire and you want good art or good jewelry. Because I know in my life, people have tried to sell me bunk stuff all the time. And I'm not talking about what you think I'm talking about. I'm talking about like a TV that doesn't have the internal workings. People get, so it has real world utility and value to it, right? So, and I believe it's a governance token for the OGY protocol. So now whale token is undervalued in it. There hasn't been as many people involved in it yet, right? So those are the things that you're saying. Yes, OGY has been out for a few months. Okay. And so more money and more people have got to see it. As whale token has only been out like a week. So you have less eyes on it, which means there's more money to be made there right now in the short term. We could 1,000x in the next week and still be less value, or 100x, let's say, and still be less value than Shiba Inu, Dogecoin. So I agree, and I disagree a little bit. That's why I love having these, kind of debates. I don't agree with your overall view, but yeah, I don't disagree with your overall view. I mean, God, now I'm getting myself backwards. Okay, let's reset for a second. Let me take a drink. Figure out what I'm saying here. No, I agree with what you're saying, and I like having, again, somebody on the other side of that to make me think, yeah, it's been out for a while. The price being almost 2 cents is pretty high, and that's risky to start your token out, but they're two different kind of tokens, right? One's a governance token, one's a meme coin. And I think that's what Whale is for now. They are starting their own DAO, and they are bringing, cross-chain compatibility. So it could turn into a governance token. Actually, I think I've heard that. So Whale might not be a meme coin then. If they're using it for governance, then that takes really kind of the meme coin aspect out of it. But it being meme coin-esque, like kind of has that meme coin appeal to it, that just adds value in my opinion, even if it isn't a legit meme coin. What do you guys think? Is Whale a meme coin or not? Because if you look at one of the recent tweets from Whale, they're saying that they're going to use it as a governance token. So I'd like to have you guys discuss even after the video. Let me know in the comments below. What do you consider a meme coin? And can a meme coin have governance? Because that kind of is an oxymoron a little bit. And I'd like to see what you think about that. So market cap is market cap. Yep. Man, I agree. See, I'd love to have you guys participate in the chat more because it makes for a funkier, kind of more vibier episode. I like it. OGY is a bigger project. They probably have, Yeah, and they have venture capitalists, and those are the things you're going to have to think of when it comes to value. How much can you make off of a company that has a lot of investors already having a piece of that pie, right? And another thing that I point out about that, these projects have very little capital when it comes to the tokens. So they are giving the value to the community, and that brings value to them as a DAO. And to me, the values in the community. So I love that. That is a very good point, man. Yep, VCs. I knew what you were saying. Whale is a DAO, and therefore it's going to have governance. So is it a meme coin still? I think it is. I would say it's like a hybrid. It is like a meme coin that does governance as well. And it also has an NFT project, so it has utility with the governance and the NFTs as well. So it's really cool. Okay, they can't. You think they can be DAOs? Okay, and maybe they can. Like that. That's something I don't know. I'm not saying one way or another they can or they can't. So I'd love to hear you guys' opinions about that. That's great. I think we've reached about our hour milestone. I've been kind of sick lately. Like I don't have the thing, but whatever I have is nasty. It won't go away. It's not like really, really like bad, like I'm sick in bed, but it just won't let go. It's like whatever is in there ain't coming out. So that's the thing I'm dealing with. And I know Six Figs wasn't feeling very good, and then Daniel from Crypto is Good wasn't feeling good. We were gonna have him in a collab, and then I didn't invite him because I thought he still wasn't feeling well. So hopefully we'll have Daniel from Crypto is Good on the channel, or I'll be on one of their channels with Daniel and Victor and Six Figs, and we're just gonna collaborate more. These new projects give us like another chunk of meat to talk about with each other, and we want to have your guys' voices heard too. So the more we do these collaborations, the more I'm going to try to bring you guys into the conversation with us, because I think there's so much value in what you guys bring to the table. I want people to hear it, and I'll give you these platforms to do it on, if I can. So yeah, sleep. That's what I'm doing, is sleeping. It's made me a bit grouchy lately. Plus I've had financial issues. I've just been going through a lot, guys. So if you pray for me, or send me good vibes or whatever, guys. I could really use it right now. So, all right, guys. That being said, goodbye and good ICP. Bang!